Hi guys, in this episode of RTK, I am really excited to once again be reacting to an album. The album in this case being 17's most recent album, Fuck My Life. Or more specifically, it's called FML, which is supposed to mean a couple of different things, including Fuck My Life. And since there's quite a few songs in this album with pretty long titles, I've had to split this reaction into two videos. So the songs that we're going to be checking out in this first part of the reaction are going to be the first three songs, which are Fuck My Life, Fire, and I Don't Understand, But I Love You. And I'm definitely most excited to check out Fuck My Life because I like the title of that song, and it's supposedly like a kind of like a double title track situation, which means the quality of that song should probably be above your average B-side, which already based on the last album that I've checked out of 17's should mean that I'm probably gonna love quite a lot of these songs. Although I believe last time the album that I checked out didn't really have songs by the different like subunits of 17, like the performance or vocal or hip-hop team, so that might affect my enjoyment of those songs in particular. But I feel like at least the songs that are featuring all the members, I think I'm gonna like them quite a lot, which kind of means that the only one that I'm gonna like is probably gonna be Fuck My Life, because the only other song on the album which seems like it's gonna have all the members looks like it probably is going to be a ballad, so I don't know how much I'm going to love it, but that's what we're here for, to react to and find out whether I'm going to love these songs. Because again, last time I checked out their album, I fucking loved it. You should check out my reactions to that album because it was a really fun, really entertaining album. I don't remember the name of it, I think it was called Face the Sun or something, but it was a really entertaining album, and I really loved it. Yeah, it was called Face the Sun. I'm looking it up right now. It is called Face the Sun, and I really loved it. Like, every single song of that album has been a song that I've like listened to multiple times. So hopefully this album is gonna be like that as well. But I guess we're gonna have to get into it to find out. Before we do though, as usual, I do want to remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating to my Patreon, Coffee account, or my PayPal, because for those of you who didn't know, I am trans. And by doing so, you also get the ability to demand me to do K-pop reactions of your own choosing, be it to an album, to a music video, or to a specific artist's discography. It's completely up to you. You can read out more of the details over on my Patreon or Coffee account, where I offer you this ability. But if you don't want to do it, that's fine as well. It's greatly appreciated if you just like the video and subscribe to the channel and check out some of my other videos. You don't have to go out of your way to support me monetarily. But yeah, you can also still just suggesting in the comments down below, but the only way to make me check out something for sure as soon as possible is by going to Patreon and Coffee. So, now that we've gotten that out of the way, without further ado, let's start off the reaction with the song Fuck My Life in 3, 2, 1. Okay, didn't really go in the direction that I thought it was gonna go with a name like that, but okay. It's definitely catchy. That's one thing most 17 songs always are. They're catchy as hell.
점점 난 지쳐가 혼자서 꾸는 꿈 이제 너무나 지겨워 그만두고 싶어 난 나에게 어제 나에게 부끄러운 내일이 되고 싶지 않아 되도 않는 다짐을 해봐도 바보 같은 내 모습이 무서워 울고 싶어 계속 세상에 맘이 무뎌졌어
I would have liked it if it was a little bit faster paced, I gotta say. It's not bad, but it's definitely not as good as I was hoping. I don't like the sentiment of the lyrics though. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely slightly disappointed with this song. We did supposedly be like a double title track situation, like what 80s tends to do pretty often. I expected that this was gonna be more like memorable and more impactful and more hard-hitting, just like the title track was. I wasn't expecting another like hard-hitting and fast-paced and rap-heavy like song like the title track, but I just expected something a little bit more impactful. Like, think to what the B-side in Face the Sun were like. That's kind of what I was hoping for in terms of its quality and memorability and impactfulness. And it's just not really there. At best, it's there, but it's like to the same level as the worst songs of that album, which tend to be the slower and more ballad-like songs. That is not to say like that being a slow song and being a ballad makes a song bad, but it definitely makes it less entertaining for me, so there's that. But yeah, again, it's not like this song is bad or anything. It's definitely catchy. It definitely has a good message that I relate to and like, but it's not really a song that is particularly interesting or particularly exciting, so I don't really see myself listening to this ever again. But it's still a solid song, you know, for people who are like more into the softer song. It's just not really what I'm into, so I don't think I'm really gonna be listening to this again. Hopefully, though, some of the subunit songs are gonna manage to compensate for this, and I'm gonna end up enjoying some of those, because I definitely don't think I'm gonna be enjoying the final song of this album, which is clearly going to be a ballad based on its title, but maybe I'm gonna be surprised, who knows. Still, in terms of a rating for this one, I think I'm gonna go with an 8.2 out of 10, which might be a little bit lower than what it actually deserves, but considering the impression that the title of this song gives, I feel like it's fair to feel a little bit tricked in terms of what I expected versus what I got from this song, you know? So I think 8.2 out of 10 is overall pretty fine. And also I feel like even in terms of this song being like a soft, like, soft song with a nice message and a catchy beat, I still feel like they could have done better than this. So yeah, 8.2 it is. But we still have two more songs to check out in this first part of the reaction, so let's continue with the next song, Fire by the 17 Hip Hop Team. Hopefully this one's gonna be good, so let's get into it and find out in 3, 2, 1.
Fire, 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 fire.
중심에 손대라 너 떴고 빈다 먼저 걔네부터 제게 다음 내 차례는 오케이야 자 우주 공장 집합 그만둔 내 집합 차려진 식탁 저술로 싹다 다시 잡아 기가 Take off your mask now, we in the gen now, it's time to dance now.
Okay, it started off a little bit weak, but it's getting better. I just feel like they go a little bit too hip-hop-ish. They don't really infuse it with enough K-pop for my taste. That's why I wasn't really looking forward to the different subunit songs, because they really commit to what the specific subunit is for, you know?
I got the fire. 열정은 매일 돼 스톱으로 후식을 먹여 접시 위에 크레이트에 매년 올라가 겹여 모두 뒤렸던 이백 샴페인 터뜨려 볼때 10년 전으로 돌아가던 나도 오래 지신 있어 my way 오랜 마스트 비벼 빈견 우리끼리만 fly야 머리 스포줄 조각 채워넣고 감수대작 I got the 환상 I got the 꿈 이렇게 살다 죽으면 꼴 win 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 I got the fire. Oh, fire, 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 fire. I got the fire. Oh, fire, 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 fire. 중심에 손대라. 눈 떠뜨고 빈다. 먼저 걔네들부터 제게 다음 내 차례는 오케이야. 자 우주 공장 집합. 그만둔 내 집합. 차려진 식탁 저술로 싹다 다시 잡아 기가
Okay, that repeat of the word fire is really starting to grate on my brain. Jesus Christ. Wait, is this like the lyric video part? Yes, it is. Okay. That was not it. I'm sorry. That was not it. But at least in this case, I also wasn't expecting it to be it, unlike for Fuck My Life. Because, again, I feel like they, at least the hip-hop team, because it's not the first time I've heard songs by the different subunits of 17. It's one of my issue with them like naming the specific like subunits or teams in the group as them doing this kind of thing, like hip-hop team or vocal team or performance team. It's something that is also an issue with Stray Kids, but to a lesser extent, because they really go a little bit too hard to conform to that particular idea or concept that they have for their specific team. Like the hip-hop team goes a little bit too hip-hop. Instead of like doing like a more hip-hoppy song that is still a K-pop song, they go for like a more genuine, like really heavily hip-hop song like this. And I just don't like that. I like hip-hop influences in songs, but I don't really like hip-hop itself because I feel like it's too devoid of actual melody and actual like songness. It feels like just talking most of the time, you know? That's why I also prefer rapping that is more that flows more with the melody rather than fighting against it or rather than just talking, you know? So yeah, sadly that's why I'm not really a big fan of this song. The instrumental is fine, but I feel like the rapping is just... I think the issue is that it's just too hip-hopic for me. There isn't really a melody that ties everything all together. The rapping doesn't feel like it's K-pop rapping. It feels like it's more hip-hopic, which some people might praise as a good thing, but to me, it's not really entertaining like that because I like the K-pop style of rapping far more than the normal one, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, this shit's just not really doing it for me, which is why in terms of a rating, I'm going to go with a 7 out of 10. Because at least the instrumental is solid enough, but the rapping I wasn't really into outside of One Woes. And even like the chorus, which goes like fire, fire, the constant repeat of the word fire really started to be grating by the end. So yeah, I have more hopes for the next song though, which is I don't understand but I love you, because it's by the Performance team, which, if my experience with the Performance team of Stray Kids, which is Lino, Hyunjin, and Felix, they usually tend to have like the best song out of the 3 subunits of Stray Kids, because they don't go too hard into the rapping, because while they're rappers, they're not as good as Changbin, Bangchan, and Han, and they don't write their lyrics like them, and they're not vocalists like Sunmin and Nin, so it works for them to be able to do both rapping and singing when they need to. I feel like the Performance team is probably of 17 is probably in the same vein, where they can do rapping, they can do singing, and they can do both, and that kind of allows them to have the most complete song out of the group. But whether that's going to be the case or not, we're going to have to get into it and find out. So without further ado, let's get into I Don't Understand But I Love You in 3, 2, 1. Too early to say, but I definitely already like the melody. Okay, I honestly am kind of loving this one so far. Like, it's not like title track quality or anything, but I like it. I was correct! Yes! I can definitely tell that I will be listening to this one outside of the reaction too. Like, this is to the same level of quality that the songs in Face the Sun were. This is what I'm talking about, man. See what I mean about them being able to combine really cool singing with really cool rapping? Because they can do both, and they are able to melodically combine the two into an actual, like, good song. This is good. I like it. I also like that it's like a little bit of an emo song as well. It has a little bit of that kind of dark vibe, so I like it because of that as well. Okay, not bad. I actually like this. And once again, I am proven right. I mean, to be honest, after listening to like 800 plus, after doing 800 plus episodes of RTK, it's not surprising that I'm able to predict the general patterns when it comes to the quality of K-pop songs, you know? I feel like at this point I'm able to predict the kind of vibe a song is going to have based on the title. Obviously not always correct, as we saw with Fuck My Life. But generally, I'm able to predict that stuff. I'm able to predict the kind of like vibe a song is going to have based on how it's kind of like presented in terms of its title and in terms of which members are doing it. Because just like for Stray Kids, from the subunit songs that include both rappers and singers are the best because they have the combination of the two good things. If you have only one or only the other, I mean, you can still have good songs like that, but the fusion of the two is what is really good. And similar thing has also happened with BTS songs, although to a lesser extent, because you don't really get as often subunit songs. And to be honest, the subunits, the subgroups of BTS, aka the vocalists and the rappers, are on that much higher level that even when they're split like that, they can still create masterpieces, as we can see with songs like Tear or The Truth Untold, you know? Those two songs are fucking amazing. But yeah, I like this one honestly quite a lot. It's kind of emo, it's melodic as hell, and I love the melody. Again, I would have appreciated maybe a little bit more energy and a little bit faster pace, but I like it. I still definitely like it, and it's probably gonna end up being the best song of this album and the one song that I'm gonna actually listen to outside of this reaction. But yeah, I like it. We still have 2 more songs to check out, but that's gonna happen in the next video because we don't have time anymore. So check out the second part. But yeah, in terms of rating, I think I'm gonna go with an 8.4 out of 10 for this song because it is definitely better than Fuck My Life. It definitely appeals to my taste more than that, but it's not that much better than it, you know? It's not that much better because, like I said, Fuck My Life is about at the same level as the worst songs on Face the Sun, and this one is slightly above that because it's not like I'm nowhere near as crazy about this song as I was for like Ash or Don Quixote or any of the other really good songs on that album. Like Shadow, I think there was also a song that with that name on that album that was really good. But it's definitely a solid song and the kind of quality that I expected the whole album was going to be of, but it's not, so that's disappointing. But whatever, I've already talked about it, I'm not going to repeat myself. But yeah, what did you guys think about the 3 songs that we've checked out so far? Comment those down below and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 2 patrons on Patreon, Deadpool and Corby Dead. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me and have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon, my Ko-fi account, or my PayPal, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video to somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!